Alright, here we go, gotta focus. Things are a little hairy right now, but we're still going pretty good and oh, what the hell? Come on, he faced through the door! Ah!
Oh, just give yourself God mode and be done with it.
I can do this. I'm gonna carry more flashbangs now, see? That's how it's gonna go down.
Oh, speaking of which, Malik upgraded our flashbang technology.
Sweet! Space pirates, beware.
Exactly. Now let's test it out. Catch.
No, wait. Ah, you fool! Why?
Oh, another successful test. All right, well, with that, let us begin the cross-examination, shall we?
It burns.
Pinkie Pie and Rarity assist a tasty treat restaurant.
Hold it! Oh look, it's the cutie map. Remember that plot device from last season? And it's only now Twilight actually decides to fix it? Who knows the amount of friendship problems they missed? Yeah, probably not too much. You're probably overthinking it. Let's check out Griffinstone. Let's see how that one's doing. That was bound to happen anyway. Moving on. Once again, like in Gift of the Mod Pie, I love the chemistry between Pinkie and Rarity. The Fashion Mare has now become more accepting of Pinkie's eccentricities and trusting the Manic Party Mare more, listening to her opinions.
This is a team effort, so if you feel we should go with the flow, then with the flow we shall go.
Meanwhile, Pinkie herself is able to bounce off the more detail-oriented Rarity by providing odd yet out-of-the-box insight and guidance towards their goal, knowing how to solve a problem, but not exactly able to execute it properly with their trying to garner a crowd, and with which Rarity is able to complement that weakness of hers, so they work great together.
Would the owner of one of the premier boutiques in Canterlot put a stamp of approval on something that wasn't fabulous?
We then come to the main aspect of this episode with Restaurant Row and the intimidating 3 hooves rating. And this whole episode has some interesting commentary and critics and their subjective opinions. Everyone has different personal taste as dictated by their upbringing or their environment. Critic Zesty Gourmand prefers very specific, just slightly above average presentation and taste. And because Canterlot is full of sheep, they see the potential influence she has over an establishment. Thus, the restaurateurs copy the same format, blindly following it and ignoring quality, as we see during the restaurant montage. And look at Restaurant Row. Her motif is everywhere. It's like we got the Third Reich going on, with one individual influencing the minds of the public, making Canterlot solely submit to her ideas, and opinions, and fearing to defer from her will. Very interesting subtext. Overall, it's a great moral about not digesting everything you're spoon-fed and just think for yourself. At the Tasty Treat, we're introduced to Saffron and her father, Coriander. And I like it whenever the show gives foreign characters unique traits, and I especially love Saffron's design from her clothing, accessories, even her ears. And it's these subtle traits that just makes the world feel more organic and diverse. The song sequence I have mixed feelings about. The song itself I like. It's upbeat and catchy, and I love it whenever the show involves diverse types of music, again making the world more dynamic. My complaint though is Rarity's lyrics, which boil down to conforming to everyone else and lose your unique identity to save the business. Flashback to last season. It feels like a step back from Canterlot Boutique from a character standpoint. Rarity had to sacrifice creativity and conform to the machine in order to run the boutique and please the sheep, as it were. But in the end, convinced Sassy Saddles otherwise, that creativity shines through. And yes, Rarity does realize that creativity over conforming is important near the end of Spice Up Your Life, but it's just that this feels like a weird step back. As for the terror critique of Zesty Gourmand, she serves her purpose as the antagonist and decent fear plot device. And actually, from a story standpoint, it actually makes sense that she doesn't change. Her suddenly shifting her taste priorities would have felt forced to try and make her more open and likable. Now it's true, you can change your opinion on something upon further lengthy reflection and research, and it's also true that some just never change. But to do it at the drop of a hat would have just felt artificial, and I like how the show took a more realistic route on this critical character. So in the end, the restaurant is a success, and mission accomplished. This was a very low-key, but still good episode. Not much in the ways of humor, but we got some great interactions between Rarity and Pinkie, a catchy song, and again a great moral about creating your own opinions as opposed to always listening to another. Alright guys, until next time, MC out.